I'm not Bocchi, I go outside. In fall of 2022, Cloverworks Studio would air the first episode of Bocchi The Rock, and little did anyone know at the time, a phenomenon was born. For the next 12 weeks, this pink-haired introvert who seemed to come out of nowhere and say, "I am here," capturing the hearts of everyone around her in and outside her own anime. Even after 3 years, Bocchi still ranks in the top 50 on my anime list and top 30 on any list. Its popularity speaks for itself, becoming one of the figureheads of this modern era of anime. I know Bocchi, you know Bocchi, and the anime industry knows that Bocchi makes moolah. It's why we keep getting more shows like it. There are times within anime history where a trend is born and every anime studio and their body pillow wants to hop on the wave. We saw it most notably with SAO birthing the anime isekai boom. There's a reason they all look like Kirito. And we even saw it with K-On! Pioneering the cute girls doing cute things. CGDDT subgenre, and that's where we got Bocchi. You can find more examples of influential anime in this video here. It's not a matter of who did it first, it's a matter of who popularized it first. And I think it's safe to say that Bocchi did just that for the socially awkward, introverted, shy girl who's actually pretty talented trope. In the span of just 3 years, Bocchi the Rock went from the anime that people compared mostly to K-On! To the anime that people inevitably bring up when a shy girl is front and center in the story, dubbing the term Bocchi clones. And is it just me, or are we starting to see a lot more Bocchi clones? And I think this is no accident. Bocchi herself is by far the biggest selling point of her show, so if you're able to package up her character and put her in a different story, then you're bound to bring the fans with you. Again, there is a reason they all look like Kirito. And for this video, I want to focus on 2 examples of Bocchi clones we got this past summer season. How they are the same, how they are different, why you should watch them, and why they are so much more than just another Bocchi the Rock. The first being... 1, 2, 3. I know you see the pink hair, I know where your mind is going, stick with me here and focus on the goal. There is no freaking way I'll be your lover unless, or Watsunade for short, follows the story of Reneko Amori, who, you guessed it, is a shy, introverted, pink-haired girl who just wants to make some friends. And she accidentally finds herself having a harem. How do you accidentally? You see, Reneko always focuses on the little things. Being nervous about messing up, there was no details she doesn't consider. Little does she know, this is her superpower, as because of this, she's able to get closer to the girls in her friend group, noticing, saying, and doing things that the girls who have been friends for years before she got there never did. It starts off with her telling the school's idol, Mai, that she doesn't always have to be perfect around her, and if she's ever feeling any pressure, that she can rely on Reneko to be there for her. A simple act of kindness any friend would do, and Mai confesses her undying love for her the very next day. Kicking off a romantic comedy that honestly is one of the best harems I've seen in a minute, as each girl doesn't just randomly fall in love with Reneko because she happened to pick up their pencil one day in the hallway, but for genuinely who she is. As you see, the initial simple reasons the extended cast gives you turns out to be a very in-depth look at Reneko's own character that she herself doesn't notice. You know a harem is good when 1, the main couple isn't the clear winner, and 2, you're not even rooting for the main couple. Satsuki x Reneko all day. And while I would love to go on about how this show beautifully shows the pros of the harem genre, as you feel like you're watching 3 different romantic comedies in one anime, each funnier and more endearing than the last, and all of them being tied together into the characters' developments as you root for multiple couples, and what was I saying? Seriously, watch this show. It's really good. Which, by the way, you can watch the entire first season for free on YouTube. And yes, this is the official source. Link in the description. I want to focus on Reneko being a Bocchi-kon character and how she is and how she's not. Yes, they are both introverted pink-haired high school girls trying to make some friends, but that's where the similarities stop. Because Reneko is able to do one thing easier than Bocchi, and that's speak. There are times in the anime where you and Reneko herself forget that she's an introvert. Times where she's caught up in the moment. And the show uses this to its full comedic and dramatic effect. Like the time she challenged Mai and Satsuki to a Call of Duty match to see who gets to date her. Or the time she impulsively ran away from home with Ajisai. And don't get me started on the several bath scenes. Don't ask. Just watch the show. Things that if Bocchi even thought about might make her malfunction again. Is Reneko Amori secretly the GOAT? Well, Bocchi needs therapy. Reneko just needs people she can feel comfortable around. But she is still relatable to introverts everywhere. There are several different types of introverts, and just because Reneko isn't stumbling over her words 24/7 doesn't mean she can't fulfill that Bocchi clone role. Because you mean to tell me there's never been a time in your life where everyone seemed to be up to date with new trends and social dynamics, and meanwhile you're stuck in your room playing video games? No? Seriously? Just me? Or how about being stuck in your room watching or creating YouTube videos? Wait a minute. Point is, you come for a Bocchi clone and leave with one of the greatest harems, possibly anime, this year. And that is by design. Using tropes you know fans love and applying it to your own story is a tale as old as time. And while Reneko and Bocchi may have their glaring differences, there is another character this year that fans can't help but compare to the pink-haired rock star. Secrets of the Silent Witch is one of my favorite anime this year as we follow the overpowered Monica Everett, one of the 7 sages, the most powerful mages in all of the land, and the only mage to be able to cast magic without chanting any spells. All because she's too scared to talk to people. Yes, this little antisocial being became one of the most OP characters in her verse, though she wouldn't have to talk to people and could go off into her own mountain of solitude. Respect. But all of that comes crashing down when another one of the 7 mages, Lewis Miller, gives her a job to secretly protect the second prince from any assassination attempts during his time at the country's most elite academy. This works out perfectly because due to Monica's social anxiety, not many people know her face. Thus, she sneaks into the academy to protect the prince. Just one problem. She has to talk to people in order to do that. Thus starts a series where our OP social anxious MC learns to make new friends and enemies in order to protect her country. I'm putting y'all on the heat right now because this anime has magic, action, mystery/detective work, and Monica and the prince might be getting closer than you think. Oh yeah, we got romance too. But back to the point. Stay focused. Many fans have dubbed Monica's character as Magical Bocchi, and I can't blame them. Both girls are loners who can barely muster a sentence, even to the people who are nice to them. Both calm their anxiety by flexing their talents, and both seem to attract people even though that's what scares them the most. Also, we got Glitching Bocchi, now we have Broken Record Monica. Slight spoiler warning for Silent Witch, use the time codes to skip. But the difference in their character does not come from how they act. The difference comes from why they act the way they do. Bocchi's introvertedness, is that even a word? Comes from societal pressure, while Monica's comes from a much darker place, that being the death of her father. Monica looked up to her dad's research on combining mathematical equations with magic, but for some unexplained reason that I hope a future season touches on, his research was deemed forbidden and he was executed for it, along with all his materials burned, leaving Monica nothing but her love for numbers and the shame of having a criminal for a parent. The people around her ostracized her for this, and thus she grew up never really being able to express herself. Her talents, unlike Bocchi, don't come from a desire to get as much clout as possible. Monica doesn't care about fame. She just loves what she does because it connects her to the people she loves as well. It's a sad realization that this young girl is forced into a political conflict because no one was there for her in her time of need. But besides all of that, Monica never runs away when it truly matters, showing us that she is more than deserving of her title as one of the strongest. Monica does still fill her role as a Bocchi clone. You're gonna get your stutters, you're going to get your awkwardness, and you're going to get a character trying their best to better themselves. But Secrets of the Silent Witch shows us that social anxiety can sometimes be a product of much more than I'm a nervous wreck, that it can come from darker trauma. But at the end of the day, even that can be conquered as long as you have the courage to try. Listen, I'm not saying that any of these shows are better than the other. In fact, I think you should watch all 3 because each touch on social anxiety from a different perspective that's important in its own way. Bocchi comes from a more social dynamic lens, Watanabe comes from a romantic lens, and Silent Witch from a trauma lens. And while yes, these characters are extremely similar, being the same archetype, don't write them off as simple clones because each brings differences that makes them stand out on their own. The Bocchi clones, like I keep saying, is no accident. But I think I'm kind of grateful to the trend because it's bringing fans into some great stories. I doubt this is the last shy girl MC we'll get, and we may be in for another Kirito clone type of trend, but Bocchi clone shows are actually good, so I don't really see a problem with the industry keeping up this trend as long as the shows are quality. If I had to tell you guys that the MC is like Bocchi to get you to watch some of the best anime of the year, then so be it. I just put you guys on to 2 good anime this year, so definitely go check them out and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that hype button if you're on mobile. Thank you to our patrons for all the support, and follow us on social media because we stream. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On The Rise.